28. Let me kind of set it up this way. I love my wife. My wife is named Lucretia, and she is the hottest, godliest woman on the planet. And I love my wife. We have a little girl named Karis. Love Karis. And my wife and my daughter are so important to me. I mean, and if you're here and you're a dude and you got a family, they're important to you, I'm sure. And I love my family. Well, we've got this deal where when I travel, and I don't like to travel. I don't like to go. I don't like planes. They're built for people 3'8". I don't like that. So I don't like to travel, but from time to time, I get to travel or I have to travel or whatever. And Lucretia always likes to, come to the church, meet me at the church and tell me goodbye. So that, and I like that. I like the fact that I have a wife that wants to, and I don't know if she's wanting to come to see if I'm really leaving or whatever, but I would like to think that she thinks I'm incredibly hot and loves me very much. And so now if it's an early morning flight, she's in bed and she goes, and that was it. But if it's like a late afternoon or early afternoon or late morning, she likes to come up to the church and she brings Karis and they give me a hug and they give me a kiss and they tell me goodbye. And see, I like that. That's good. And so I'm leaving one morning and she was like, now what time are you leaving today? I'm on my way to the church. She said, what time are you leaving the church today? I said, probably about 11 o'clock. And she said, great. Karis and I will be there right before 11, and we're going to give you a hug and a kiss. And I'm like, yeah, no. So anyway, I'm really excited about that. And so I got to the office, and I don't know if you've ever had one of those days where when you hit the office, it just happens. Like it happens. Like everything happens. Like the phone starts ringing, the email's blowing up, people are coming to you going, we need you to do this, and what's your opinion on this, and da-da-da-da-da. And I just remember that morning being one of the craziest, busiest, most frustrating mornings I've ever had in the office. And I'm going completely nuts, and I'm just like, I got to get out of here. So at about 10:45, everybody that was going with me on the trip was ready. All the luggage was ready. I was like, let's get the luggage. Let's get in the car. We're going to go. We're going to get out of here. I don't even care. Emails blowing up. I just threw the computer out the window. I'm trying to get out of this place. We always pray, and we always hold hands and pray for traveling mercies. Have no idea what that is, but it's just something you say when you pray, traveling mercies. And so we said that, and you throw that in your prayer. God won't let the plane crash. And so we all go, and we get in the car, and we're driving down the road, and we're like 15 minutes away from the church, and my phone rings, and I look, and it's Lucretia, and I've got her little picture thing come up with the phone, and so I picked it up. I was like, hey, what are you doing? She's like, what are you doing? Where are you? And I said, I'm in a car. And she said, but where are you right now? I said, honey, I'm on my way to the airport. She said, why? And I was a complete jerk. I was like, because we've got to go get on this thing called a plane. I don't know if it's a plane, and it takes you places. And honey, that's where I'm going. And then I said, where are you? And she said, I'm at the church waiting on you. I was like, you jerk. I forgot that my wife and my little girl were coming to see me. Now, it's not because I'm a bad person. I'm not an evil person. I don't think I'm an evil person. I think I'm a good guy. I'd just gotten so caught up in the busyness. I'd gotten so caught up in the frustration that I forgot something incredibly important, or someone incredibly important. My wife and my little girl came to see me, and I wasn't there. I forgot. I think many times as Christians, if you're here today and you're a Christian, we forget something. I think there's something we forget that's incredibly important. Let me kind of set it up like this. Normally, this isn't how I preach. Normally, I like to take a text and we kind of dig into the text, and I might throw a Greek word in or two. And sometimes I just make that up because it makes me seem smarter. I'm not really going to do that today. I just want to focus on the last words that Jesus said, because I think as a follower of Christ, if we could wrap our minds around this concept that the enemy wouldn't be allowed to steal our joy as much as he steals our joy, and we would walk in the victory that Jesus provided, if we could just wrap our minds around this one concept. This is what Jesus said in Matthew chapter 28, verse 20. This is the last words he said in the book of Matthew. And surely I am with you always, to the very end of the age. Jesus said, and surely I'm with you always, to the very end of the age. Just for the next few moments, and anytime a preacher says that, he always lies because he's going to go really long, but just for the next few moments, I want to speak on this subject. God is here. He's not somewhere out there. He is here. God is as real as the person sitting next to you. He is here. And I believe as followers of Christ, if we could wrap our minds around that concept, it would revolutionize the way we approach life.